That's how much this wears me out sometimes. So this has some huge elephant skin over there that I'm not really excited about. Okay, so I'm gonna start cutting. Usually I use my other tool for that, which there it is. I'll go ahead and use this because it's already started using it. It's not doing a horrible job. Before I put this back in my bag of fondant, I will put shortening on it because I've added confectioner's sugar to it, which tends to make it dry out. So there's only a couple areas that look a little bit worse than I'd like them to, and I'm not like crazy about them, but I'm not like hating them too bad yet. I mean, it may be I go to all this work and I have to pull it off anyways, but right now I'm still working it, trying to save it. Still. That's because if it's not really good, I'll start over. This is really the worst area right here. Right there. It's kind of double over. And looks very elephant skin right now. Because I did the wrong side. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I can get that out. I think I could have if it, no, can't do it. It's done. Okay, so I know I'm done. Because, you know, 3/4 of it looked great, but that 1/4 doesn't look good. And if it was for somebody's birthday party, I'd go for it, but it's not for somebody's birthday party, so I'm not going to go for it. It's for a competition cake. So all I'm going to do is pull all this off and start again. But see how, I mean, that sticks really good. Now I got to wash my hands, start again. And this time I'm going to get new gloves because it's very hard to get on ones that you've already had. So get new gloves, get some more shortening on my hands, turn it into a ball, start again. This time use the front thing. I have very seldom ever had to redo one. In all the years I've been doing them, which is 5, I've probably redone, this is probably maybe my 3rd one I've had to redo. And that's just because I was trying to get in a hurry and showed you did the wrong side. So I'm going to put all that wetness in the middle. See, I've never had it do elephant skin like that. But that's because I used the wrong side. And I'm just going to make it into one big ball. And it was starting to smooth out. And if I probably would have worked with it for an hour, it probably would have worked. But why work for it for an hour and it will still not look the way you want it to? I'd rather just start over. Because I would have never been happy with it. And now, I think while I've got the chance and I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and get my hair neck on. I really don't like working without it, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. I'm tired. I swear. That is exercise. Okay. Very much exercise. Like, serious exercise. And I think the house is like 78 degrees today. Okay, some more shortening on my hand. Now, my way of thinking is you may have 3 times to do this. This is, I'm on my 2nd time. You run out of chances. The more you work with it, the drier it gets. And especially because that water has been added to it. Even though the water's not very much, it's only a little bit of water, you just do not want to work with it too much. The more you work with it, and now I know I have too much. I think I'm actually going to take some off. I think I'm going to take about that much off, put it back in my bag. Let me put a little shortening on this first so it won't dry out, because this it's been out for just, even though it's only been out for like 20 minutes, but it's had that extra confectioner sugar put in it. And it's just much better if you do this, cover it and make sure it's all through there. And not a lot, just enough to keep it from drying out. I'm going to put a little bit more Crisco on my hands. You don't want to add too much. It's better just to add a little at a time. That's how a lot of people make mistakes. Is you're adding too much at one time, trying to get the job done too quick. This is not my idea of fun. I'm going to try and get them both covered today if I have the energy to do it. But if I don't, I don't know. Probably do one more. Or in a couple days. This one's gonna be my bitch. This is gonna be my hardest one. And let's see, just want it was a little bit elephant skin. Put a little bit more on. When I'm using it, I'm only using like maybe, I'm only adding like maybe a teaspoon at a time. My students, you tell them over and over again, teaspoon at a time, and they'll try and put like 2 tablespoons, and then they start breaking their fondant. It's better to add it a little bit at a time and get it incorporated. You get too much and then not have, then it starts making these huge, ugly cracks. This is a little bit more forgiving than, it's not doing too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna get my wet towels in place again, get everything ready to go. So hopefully this will turn out. I think only one time I've ever had to do it 3 times, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack by the end of it. Okay. So, going to need this out. And this time, I'm going to try really hard to. It was hard because it was so big. This time I'm going to try really hard to use the right side of the damn fondant. Okay. Okay. And pick it up. I always slide it through the sugar. Now this one will probably have more holes and stuff like that in it. It's already not doing very well for me. So I just can get it. I'm going to tear it and get it mixed up a little better at a time before I put it together. My hands don't work as good as they should. So when I'm trying to do this, it's hard for me working with a big thing like that. It's not hard for me to work with dough like that, but fondant. Okay, so I got this one really nice. Oh my God! Like I said, it tires me out. Take this piece. Also work with it. Because what I'm running into is layers. That means I haven't got it in one ball yet, to the point where when I roll it, it just melts into each other. I'm seeing layers. I don't want to see layers, because then that's when you get a lot of bubbles and start having a lot of problems. Oh, okay, I think I'm going to have 4 balls. See, it's much easier to work like this. Whew, my hands just don't work like they used to. That's for sure, especially now that I'm having problems with them. I might have bit off more than I can chew with this cake, for sure. I've been thinking that the whole time. I've almost given up on it a couple of times because, I don't know, my hands are not getting better, that's for sure. Like dying here. Okay, so this is better already. That right there, hopefully. Oh goodness. Okay. You can tell how dried out this is compared to that. And that's just because of that powdered sugar laying there. I think the next time I do the other layer, I'm going to do the cornstarch, because I've never tried the cornstarch before. But they say it's not near as drying out. Okay, I'll move all my stuff out of my way. I really need to go sit down, but I don't know. I found it to dry out, so I'm going to try and get this done. I'm sweating, and I don't sweat. So that tells you how hard of a job this is. The little cakes are very easy to cover compared to these little boogers. Okay, so I got it in 4 batches. It's much better. Put my sugar down again. And I know it looks like I'm putting gobs of sugar down, but be aware that it's coming out of this sprinkle thing. And there isn't even 1 tablespoon of sugar down there. Probably a couple of teaspoons. So I'm going to make this all into one big blob. Hopefully it'll work out a little better. I wish I had bigger hands. This is the time I always think, why did you have to have such little hands? Why? Why do I have to have such little hands? Okay, this is going to work better. I can already tell that it's going to work better. It doesn't mean I'm going to be perfect at it, but it does mean it's going to work better. Because I can already see that there's less bubbles, less singing, less everything, so that's good. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. Oh my goodness. Okay. So when you see it doing that, that means that this thing needs a little sugar on it. See that sticking to it. Oh, there are a lot of bubbles on this one compared to the other one. That's why you always try and use that first one.